Hello, and welcome to another Fingernail Fixer video. For today's video, let's take a look at the Wildflowers gel polish. We're going to go right from beginning to end, the entire gel polish application. Let's start off with a natural nail manicure to get the nail prepared for the gel polish application. Start with cuticle work and shaping. You want to have a nice clean nail plate so that the gel polish will adhere. Do your cuticle work in the manner that you normally would, whether you use a pusher, curette, any way that you normally prepare your nail plate. My preferred method is to use a pusher and curette, so I'm just going through like I normally would for any other manicure product, whether I was using a gel polish or a nail polish. I go through and lift and separate the cuticle. I like to do a dry manicure, so I'm just using no cuticle product, going through and doing a dry manicure, which means lifting and separating the cuticle with my pusher. Then when I have gotten the cuticle off the majority of the nail, I would come in with a curette to go around and make sure that I have all the cuticle out of the sidewalls and those little corners where the cuticle likes to kind of stick. And if I had left any cuticle behind, sometimes it likes to kind of stick in a couple little spots and even the curette doesn't pull it out, then I would come in and do really meticulous removal carefully with a pair of nippers, making sure that my nippers are nice and sharp so that I don't have to tug and yank. I can just cut straight through the cuticle without causing any harm or damage to the client. When you are satisfied with that natural nail manicure, you're ready to move into shaping. You can use your shaping for your favorite file in any manner that you choose. I like to use a 240 nail grit because that 240 grit file, when you go back and forth, seals the edge of that nail and doesn't cause any shredding of the end of that nail, which makes it less likely to peel. So that allows me to do that back and forth shaping, which is nice and quick. Make sure that you're not leaving any fringe along the edge of that nail from your shaping, because that fringe can kind of make the edge of that nail uneven or catch gel polish in it when you're doing a gel polish service, and that definitely adds some bulk at the end that we don't want to have. With the Wildflowers gel polish system, the step-by-step does ask that you gently buff the nail to remove the shine. So we're going to make sure that we are just doing a quick, gentle buffing to remove shine from the surface of the nail. From just carefully buffing to remove the shine, being really gentle to make sure I remove just that shine and as little of the nail as possible. The first step then, once I'm finished with that natural nail manicure, is to scrub the nail with an alcohol acetone mix. The mix ratio that the Wildflower step-by-step requires is 2 parts alcohol, 90% or higher, 1 part acetone. If you do not want to mix these together in a container, you can swipe the nail with acetone, then alcohol. Once you have cleaned that nail, the entire surface of the nail down into the sidewalls, as well as cleaning the edge of the nail, you are ready to start applying your Wildflowers gel polish system. We're going to come in with that Wildflowers base coat. Make sure that you swirl the wand around. This kind of helps make sure you don't have that big drop of nail polish come running down the brush when you're trying to apply a nice thin layer. Seal your edge and then apply polish to the nail. When you're applying that base coat, it does have a beautifully rich viscosity to it. So it's not going to apply in a dry brush technique. It is going to have actually a layer of base coat. You do want to apply it thin. It just doesn't need to be dry brushed on. If you do accidentally get it too thick, you'll know it's too thick because there will be a heat spike. So just make sure you get it on thin, like a layer of polish thin. You're gonna put that in a lamp, an LED lamp preferably, for 30 seconds. Once you've cured that base layer for 30 seconds, you're ready to come in with a layer of color. Your color layers are going to be also applied thin, and they also have a nice rich viscosity, so they're also going to go on nice and creamy. Seal your edge and then apply color to the rest of the nail. With the Wildflowers gel polish, you can choose if you would rather have 1, 2, or 3 layers of color. It's completely customizable to your preference. You want to cure the layers of color for 30 seconds each in an LED lamp. Your lamp should have 365 to 405 nanometers for your spectrometry. These are pretty much the standard in professional lamps, so you want to make sure that you have a high quality professional lamp that you are using when you are trying to cure the Wildflowers gel polish. This means probably not that Amazon lamp that you got a really good deal on. You want to make sure that you're using a recognized quality brand of lamp. So Lauren at Wildflowers highly suggests that you use a professional lamp. Again, it was 365 to 405 nanometers. And the Wildflowers gel polish is really versatile. You can choose to use it in 1, 2, or 3 layers of color. It's completely your personal preference how you want to finish out that color. The viscosity is really creamy, so you're gonna find that it gives you a nice, easy, smooth flow for application. It looks beautiful for application. And here are 2 nails. The nail on the left, as you're viewing, has 2 layers of color. The nail on the right has 3 layers of color. Then when you're ready and you have the color layers the way you like them, you can seal the nail with top coat. Again, I like to just swirl the wands around the neck of the bottle as I bring them out because it just cleans off that excess polish, so it doesn't run down the wand onto the nail or onto the brush as you're trying to polish. Oops, I got a little too high. Sorry about that. Let's bring it back down into camera. Here we go. You want to make sure you're sealing all of your edges with the top coat so that you've got your polish color sealed in. So everything's sealed really well with that top coat. Your top coat, again, is you want to keep that nice smooth layer, and it has, again, a really rich, beautiful viscosity. So you're not going to get it too thin in the application just by applying it smoothly. The viscosity gives you beautiful coverage. And even on these nails that were a little ridgy, you'll notice that you end up with a nice smooth nail. So the new Wildflowers gel polish system has that base, lots of colors to choose from in the top, and as you can see, was a really quick and simple finish. And the top coat is a no wipe top coat, so once it finishes with that 30-second cure, you are completely finished and ready to go. You also have a matte top option. Naturally, there are all kinds of artistic options in the Wildflowers range. You can go shopping. I hope you've enjoyed this video and that you enjoy the Wildflowers gel polish range. Thanks for joining me. I hope to see you in another tutorial.